All right, let's finish off with a couple of word problems here. Let's see if I can get this thing to go. There we go. Yeah, so you guys can go ahead and finish off these exercises here. I'll throw the key up with Mr. McQueen, your substitute, and I'll also send you an email with them. So just check your answers and work through them. But I wanted to go through a couple of these simple word problems with you so you can kind of set you up for your homework. So here we go. We're just trying to get a couple of equations that are set up like this from the sentences that they give us. So let's go ahead and see what happens. It says the sum of two numbers is 70, so that's simple enough. I'm going to call my first number x because I don't know it, and I'm going to call my second number that I don't know y. I'm adding them up, and it is, so it equals 70. And then on the other, so this is one equation that's true, okay? And then on the other side, I've got one number is, so one number, x, is equals, and then it says it's 10 more than twice the other number. So we kind of got to remember, we're making an equality here, right? And so if this number is 10 more than 3 times another number, the 10, to keep the equation equal, has to go with the 3y, right? Okay, so because to make it equal, if this one's 10 more, I have to add 10 to this side to make the equation true. Okay, and so we've got our two equations now, two unknowns. We just want to set it up so we can do some elimination properly here. So we want our variables to line up. So I'm just going to 7 plus y is equal to 70. It looks good the way it is. But I'm just going to take and subtract 3y from both sides over here. So we line up our variables nice. Okay? And now if we subtract both equations, I got x minus x is your 0x, is what we were looking for. And now my plus y minus 3y is actually y plus 3y, right? So I'm going to get 4y there. Oh, hold it. I made a mistake. This is supposed to be more, is just twice the other number, not 3 times the other number. So I got to go into here and erase this out. And this should be 2y in there. And this should be 2y here. So that makes this plus y minus 2y is 3y instead of 4y. There we go. Okay, and so that's all going to equal, looks like 60 when I subtract 70 from 10, so y is going to equal 20. So if y is 20, I go up into one of the other equations and say x plus 20 is equal to 70, so x must be 50. So that's a good looking problem there, okay? And you can go back and check your answers, right? So 20 plus 50 is going to give me 70. Okay, let's do a little geometry problem here. It's kind of the same idea. You just have to make sure that you can interpret what they're saying here. So it's saying that two angles are supplementary. So supplementary means that they add up. So angle A plus angle B has to equal 180 degrees, right? Okay, supplementary angle. And the measure of one angle, A, is 10 more than 3 times the other. So this is a lot like this problem up here. It's just that they're talking about angles instead of numbers. Okay, so I'm going to have one angle is 10 more than 3 times the other. And because we want to keep the equation equal again, we have to make sure that we add the 10 to the other angle, right? This one's 10 bigger. So that means that if I want to make an equality out of it, I have to add 10 to the 3b. Okay? And then away we go. A plus b is equal to 180. I'm going to subtract 3b from both sides. It's equal to 10, right? And so I'm going to subtract the top and the bottom so I can get rid of my a's. And b minus 3b is going to give me 4b is equal to 170. And holy smokes, this doesn't really divide that great. So let's do a little division over on the side here. 4 goes into 170. 4 goes into 17. 4 times 16. Carry the 1. 4 goes into 10 2 times. Remainder of 8 gives me 2 here. And then put a decimal in for the 0. Looks like 42.5 times. Goes 4 times into 170. So my B is equal to 42.5, which means, oh, now I'm going to have to subtract decimals. That's hard too, but I can handle it. A is going to equal, oh sorry, here, A is going to equal, I think I'm going to use this one instead, right, because it's easier, plus 42.5. So that means that A is going to equal 180. Sorry, this should equal 180. A plus B is equal to 180. So that means that A is going to end up equaling around 137.5. All right. So there you go. You should be set up for your homework now. Go ahead and do that. And if you want to, you can also practice these on your IXL. Check your email for, I sent in the email as well, which IXL you could kind of go at if you want some extra things to do. Have a great break.